Okay, by now we have all seen the footage of mayoral candidate Brad Lander, who was accosted and detained by ICE. According to Reuters, Lander, who is the city's chief financial officer, he's the comptroller for New York, said that he was escorting a defendant out of immigration court, which is something that he's been doing recently. When he was detained by ICE, he basically just said, "Where's your warrant?" And they boom. Let me show you the video. Hang on.
Guys, back up, guys. Back up. I understand. You're pregnant, but I need you to back up. If you're interfering with this arrest, we're going to arrest. Back up, guys. Back up, guys.
This is not legal to take someone without a judicial warrant.
Please don't put him in the elevator and then claim you have the warrant.
You don't have a warrant for him.
I will let go when you show me the judicial warrant. Where is it?
Where is the warrant?
I have my hand here.
So show it. Let us see it. So let us see it before you take his warrant.
Please stay back. Take it back. Step back. Please, step back, guys. Step back.
U.S. citizens. You don't have the authority to arrest U.S. citizens. Please stay back. You don't have. I'm not obstructing. I'm standing right here in the hallway. I have to see the judicial warrant.
You're arresting the
Please step back,
person.
brother.
For a judicial warrant.
Step back, guys. You can take
You don't
pictures,
have
but
the
please stay back.
authority to arrest U.S. citizens asking for a judicial warrant.
Stay back, please.
Press, we go too. Sorry. No way. I'm safe. Where are you taking him? Hello?
Since you have no authority to arrest U.S. citizens,
Where are you taking the controller?
and with what authority?
Why are you arresting the city controller and where are you taking him?
Hi, this is the United States of America, where chicken shit masked thugs think that they can accost elected officials who are doing their job. This comes on the heels of last week, Senator Padilla of California being basically tackled and arrested by masked federal agents at a press conference. They claimed he didn't identify himself. You can clearly hear him saying, "I am United States Senator Padilla." You notice that Fox News edited that part out, so it made it look like he didn't identify himself when he did. This comes after Mayor Ras Baraka of Newark, New Jersey, and Congresswoman LaMonica McIver were arrested by ICE. LaMonica McIver has been charged with assault. Ras Baraka, initially, they said he was going to be charged with obstruction, and then they dropped the charges. For Congresswoman McIver, if you watch the footage, you tell me where the assault is. I'm just going to drop this political cartoon right here. These masked men are afraid to show their faces because they don't want to face accountability for what they're doing. This is outright authoritarianism, intimidation. We heard yesterday that ICE was going to charge Lander with assault. You watched that whole arrest with me. Did you see anything there that constituted assault? However, the governor of New York stepped in and Lander was released. I couldn't find anything online that says he has been charged. After his release, Lander said that he was fine. He had only lost a button off of his shirt after federal agents arrested him. The rule of law is not fine, and our constitutional democracy is not fine, he said outside the court, adding that families were being separated and immigrants were being denied due process because of Trump's immigration crackdown. The Department of Homeland Security said that Lander was arrested for assaulting law enforcement. Lander vehemently denied the accusation, saying, "I certainly did not assault an officer." Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office said that it was investigating. Governor of New York calls the arrest, quote, bullshit. How dare they take an elected official who's been going down there for weeks to escort people who are afraid to walk into a courthouse in the United States of America, she said. I want to play a little clip for you here of some of Lander's remarks after he was released. But I actually have some thoughts here on what the American Gestapo is trying to do to our elected officials and the way that I think we could make it backfire.
In the room where I was detained, there are posters on the wall, like you have in the store where it says, make sure you're being paid $7.25 an hour. And on the wall of the poster, it says in English, are you detained and separated from your children? And it says in Spanish, está usted detenido y separado de sus hijos. Like, that's what's on the walls of the detention room in this building. We are normalizing family separation. We are normalizing due process rights violations. We are normalizing the destruction of constitutional democracy, and we're not going to stand by and let it happen. This city, 8 million New Yorkers, 40% of them, themselves immigrants, themselves foreign-born, like those two officers. 50% of New Yorkers live in mixed status households, including 1 million children. That is the future of our city that we are fighting for. And I was proud to be out here with Immigrant ARC.
Right. It's precisely because the white supremacists are afraid that immigrants are the future of New York City and all of the United States of America that they are pulling this shit now. But I specifically want to talk about the fact that Brad Lander was proud to be arrested. He was proud to stand up. So for weeks, he had been escorting folks to immigration court, right? The tactic that ICE is using is that people who are pursuing legal avenues, right, to be in this country, they are going through the asylum process. They are going through the process to get their green card. They are doing all of the right things. They are following the legal processes. They show up to their court hearings for the next step in working toward their, their green card or working toward getting their asylum status. They find that their court hearing is canceled, or if they have that court hearing on their way back out, they find that ICE is there to snatch them. In this case, inside the courthouse itself. So people are following all of the laws, doing all of the right things, and ICE is snatching them anyway. Really undercuts the message that these are all violent thugs and criminals. Like, sorry, nobody's believing that bullshit anymore. How many mothers and children have we watched get snatched? There are kids being snatched out of foster care. Are we supposed to believe that they are drug dealers, that they're gang members? They're little children. They're snatching farm workers out of the fields. They're snatching people who are going through the asylum process. I mean, hell, they've snatched how many American citizens who are little kids and have kicked them out of this country? Banished American citizens from their home because they are children and their parents are immigrants. Okay, but the point I want to make here is that Lander was accompanying those folks to court to be an observer, to try and protect their rights. And he got arrested for doing all of the right things. And the point of that, the point of all of those masked chicken shit American Gestapo ICE agents doing that was trying to intimidate elected officials into letting ICE and the Trump regime do whatever the fuck they want. They're trying to intimidate elected officials into backing down. LaMonica McIver got charged with assault because she dared to try to do her job and hold ICE accountable. So what's the appropriate response here? How should elected officials respond? We know that the only way that you win against a tyrant is that you stand up. The only way you win against a narcissistic bully and authoritarian like Donald Trump is that you don't back down, you hold the line. And I know that historically we have not seen the Democratic establishment have any spine whatsoever, but we are seeing individual Democratic electeds who are willing to do that. What ICE did to Brad Lander was to try and intimidate officials into no longer accompanying, no longer drawing attention to what ICE is doing, no longer trying to defend immigrants and their rights. So the appropriate response when one Democratic elected official gets accosted by ICE, gets intimidated, gets threatened, gets arrested by ICE, and I completely agree with Ezra from Indivisible here, 50 more of them should show up and do it next week. I'm so far very frustrated and disappointed at the meek reaction to LaMonica McIver being charged with assault, to Senator Padilla being accosted and wrestled to the ground and arrested. Like, honestly, what we need is Democratic electeds at all levels being willing to put themselves on the line and show up, bring the press, show up, make sure that they are defending immigrants who are going to their court hearings where they are seeking asylum. There needs to be more of this. The resistance from Democrats needs to be stronger. Every time one of y'all gets arrested for following the law and protecting the rights of Americans and immigrants, 50 more of you should rise up and follow suit. All of the press, all of the attention. I hate to say it, but y'all need to be taking bigger risks. We're seeing regular, ordinary Americans taking bigger risks. Every time ICE pulls this shit, it goes very badly for them in the press. They look like the American Gestapo because that's what they are. We need more of this. We need more of our elected officials standing up to defend people's rights. Speak up, show up in solidarity for immigrants' rights. Where are you? Where are you, Democrats? Where's the vigils? Where's the accompanying immigrants to court? Don't be intimidated by what happened to Lander. Let him inspire you. Let him motivate you to follow suit.